Hello students, let's read our problem. Steve is building a dog kennel box. The box has a rectangular prism shape. The length of the box is 8 feet and the width is 5 feet. The volume of the box is 104 cubic feet. What is the height of the kennel box? Great. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to identify the important information, and first of all they start saying the length is 8 feet, and then yes, this is the length. Now they also mention that the width is 5 feet, so this is our width. The volume, which means all the space inside this shape, everything, all the space inside, is 104 cubic feet. Now they want to know what is the height of that kennel box. They want to know the height of the box. I put it in yellow, and this is what they're trying to figure. Okay, so I did circle, underline, and box. For elaborate, what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring the formula from the formula chart. So please hold on. This is how the formulas for volume look like in my formula chart. Great. So here they don't tell me what name the shape has, but I know that this is a rectangular prism. So this is the one that we're gonna use, the prism. How do we know that it's a prism? Because we see rectangles on the faces. Like you see this rectangle, please follow that yellow color that I'm showing you guys. This is a rectangle, so these are the faces. This is another face and also looks like a rectangle, you see? Then on the back, that's another rectangle. So because the faces of this three-dimensional shape are rectangles, this is gonna be called a prism. Awesome. So this is the formula that we're gonna do, and that's the strategy that I use for elaborate, and also for elaborate I'm gonna be color coding. Great. So I'm gonna copy my formula, volume equals base times height, and I'm gonna color code based on the colors I chose on the problem. So for volume, in this case, I'm gonna put the blue. Then for the base, I can choose one color that we haven't done yet. Well, let's say pink. And the area of the base, it must be all of this area right here. And I'm gonna put a darker pink so it can show better. So you see all this pink rectangle, everything in here, that's what represents the area of the base. And I'm gonna write the capital B in here too. And the height, we use the yellow right here. Okay, so that's my formula, and I already used my colors to identify. That was my first step. What will be my next step? Okay, what I want to do next, I want to do substitution. I only have variables here. Now I can start plugging in numbers. The volume is given, and the volume is 104 cubic feet. So I'm gonna write feet, and a little 3 on top reads cubic feet. This goes in blue. I'm gonna bring down the equal sign. Now here we have a rectangle. And to figure the area of this rectangle, what do we have to do? We have to multiply the 5 times the 8. The 5 is the width, and the 8 is the length. You see all these values, I'm getting those just from the base right there. And then all of that needs to be multiplied, so I'm going to use a multiplication dot by the height. Do I have a number for the height? Not yet. So I'm just going to keep writing times the height, like that. I'm going to simplify. It means I'm going to work out whatever I can work out. Now 104, there's nothing I can do, so stays the same. 104 cubic feet equals 5 times 8. I'm going to get those two numbers from here. It's like repeating this 5 all the way, which is 8 times. And that's going to give me 40. Great. And it will be the rectangle, the same rectangle that we have to work with. And then that needs to be times by the height. This is supposed to be black, so I'm going to put it in black and then highlight it in yellow because that's the color I use here. Okay guys, great. So now I know that 40 times a number that is called h is going to be equals to 104. I'm going to just do a little example on the side. Guys, imagine that I told you 10 equals 5 times what? Do you know what number goes here? Yes, it's a number 2. Great. How did you figure the number 2 using the 10 and the 5? Exactly, by dividing. 10 divided by 5 gives me this 2. Awesome. So how do we figure this value of h? We will have to divide this 104 by this 40. Awesome. And if we do this algebraically, the other way is, okay, so we can solve for h, we start doing inverse operations. What is the opposite or the inverse of multiplying by 40? Well, divide by 40. And if we divide by 40 one side of the equation, we have to divide by 40 the other side of the equation. These two will cancel out. We're going to have that h is equals to 104 divided by a 40. This h is what we're looking for. The 104 is the volume that was given, right? This 40 here is the area of the base that we have in pink in here, that we figure by multiplying the 5 by the 8. You see how we do the same, we will be getting the same answer, guys? Great. So now let's do our operation. The symbol right here means long division. Just like we said here, remember? 10 divided by 5, but in this case the numbers are 104 divided by a 40. I'm going to do it on the side. I'm going to do it right here. That's the long division symbol. We have this 104, and then I have the 40 outside. And this 104 is the whole volume, and the 40 is the area of the base that we figure by multiplying the 5 by the 8. And that's how we got this rectangle. Okay, so now we're going to multiply. 40 is a friendly number. I'm going to ask you guys, what is 40 times 1? Great, 40. What is 40 times 2? 80. What is 40 times 3? 120. That's way too much, and we only have 104. So we're going to record our answer on top of the 4 because we are dividing by the whole 104. And we said that times 3 will be too much. It's 3 times 4 is a 12, plus this 0 is 120. And that's bigger than 104. So we have to go back to what number? The 2. Then we're going to say 40 times 2, we already figured that it's going to be an 80. Remember to line up the numbers, ones to ones, tens to tens, and hundreds to hundreds. And in this case, it's empty. And now we're going to do our subtraction. 4 minus 0, 4. Great. This is a 0. Can I do 0 minus 8? No, we're going to borrow from the neighbor. But in this case, this is the last digit, guys. So we're just going to say that we have a 10. 10 minus 8. And the answer is going to be 2. Awesome. Now, here, guys, notice we finished all these digits. If we don't see a decimal point, what does that mean? Is the decimal point in front of the 1, between 1 and 0, between 0 and 4, or at the end? It is at the end because it says 104 and nothing else behind. Okay, so why do I need the decimal point? Because I want to keep dividing. But the decimal point needs to go to the top. Great. And now because I already have a decimal point, we can add a 0. And we added a 0, guys, because We cannot divide 40 into 24. 24 is smaller than 40. If I wanted to keep dividing, I needed to add my decimal point and then add a 0. Great. Now, think about the 4 and the 24. Can you help me and tell me what is 4 times 5? 20. Great. What is 4 times 6? 24. Awesome. Then 40 times 6 will be what? 240. Because look, 6 times 0, that's 0. And 6 times 4, that's 24. And then we do our subtraction and our remainder would be 0. Now, does that make sense, guys? If you look at this shape, if this side is 5 feet, this other side is 8, and then the height will be 2.6. Awesome. So let me highlight this and let me put a cloud around. This should be the answer for this. The height should be 2.6. The units that I'm working with are feet. And now I'm going to look at the answer choices. And our answer is letter B. Awesome. Great job, guys. Thanks.